Hey Tim, you gotta check this out. Why is it? I said switch it. Properties, main primary. There we go. Playing Soulstone Survivors, and music is outstanding in this game. I just gotta say, music good. So in my settings, this is a super cool feature that they do, and for good reason. There is a setting. If you go to graphics, this special effects visibility bar, and I have my frame rates limited, and it's so this is very low special effects visibility, and I'll show you what that looks like. I'm on my second infinite. I gotta turn it. I'm on my second infinite map, and I got stuff going on. I got all kinds of special abilities that I've picked up. My weapons are kicking butt, level 26s. They're just doing outstanding. And if I show the damage modifiers and everything over here, it's just pickup range is 1100. My damage is 130%. I probably should have worked on that more, but I was trying to get some other things going. So this is the main weapon here, the Blades of Light. And it's really interesting too because you can hover over in each one of these. And I pause from time to time and just take a gander. So my main weapon here, if you see the skills type, it's a Holy Swing, Frontal, Physical. And so every time you get some of these new choices to modify things, you want to pay attention to what you got. Like, a lot of these are yellow, and so I've got a Frontal Physical, Swing Physical, Physical here, Holy Swing, Frontal Physical, and then I got a Frontal and something. It just doesn't have anything to do with anything. So it's really fun how you could say, I'm going to do a Holy Swing build as best as I can and kind of build things out to where you. And then I've been unlocking these runes for completing various tasks and accomplishments in the game. So right out of the gate, this is kind of cool. Adds up to 6 random active skills of Holy that your character would not have access to otherwise to the skill pool if possible. So that's pretty cool. So it adds more skill types of Holy for this specific character to the pool of what I can pick. And then I picked I added a weapons expert, which automatically gave me the secondary one, which is Holy Fire. So these complement each other. Holy Fire and Blades of Light are complementing each other. And I got the Swing Mastery because I knew that this one is a Holy Swing. That sounds funny. So anyway, back to what I was trying to talk about, which is graphics. So here you can see we kind of got some stuff going on. And it's pretty cool. I'm doing massive amounts of damage. So here's where you look at it. You got Holy Power. This is for my secondary. It's going to increase the damage by 45%. This is probably what I'm going to pick. And then you got the type of Frontal, which will the area modifiers for Frontal. I don't really care about the area. I want damage at this point. Anything I can do to increase my damage a little bit is probably going to be the best. So this is what? Frontal. So I got Frontal there. That's going to affect 3, 4. This will affect 4 of my skills that I got down here. But this is a good one because it's going to increase my experience by 15%. And I always need more experience, which translates to levels up, which is more choices of these. So it also extends my range. So I'm going to pick that one. But you can see here, I don't know if YouTube's going to pick it up very well, but you can barely see some things flying around. And I'm having a grand old time on kind of power. I really don't need more speed. What's my multicast? And I'm going through this real slow just because I'm talking about stuff. Multicast chance is 72%. It's only 4%. Let's go with power. Just because I'm on wave 3 of stuff. So we'll beat this boss. We'll beat this boss. Increase your critical damage chance by 10%. And my current critical damage chance is 20. But I like this. Area modifiers. I really don't care about the area modifiers. This is going to increase the area that my holy thing... You should see this stuff. It's just massive. Let's pick this anyway. Alright, where's this guy? He's up here. Keep my distance. You hit spacebar to kind of scoot. You scoot a little bit. It's called dashing. I already got another level. Multicast. I always look at these first, right out of the gate. What do I got? Increase the multicast chance of arcane sparks. Don't care. This is critical damage by 5% or 20% for power. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll pick this guy up and then we'll kind of settle into some things. And good grief, going fast. This is armor power. I don't really know if it's 159. Increase your multicast of everything by 8% or cast frequency of arcane sparks. I'm gonna go with arcane sparks. Okay, so we're checking things out. Let me switch the settings over to graphics and ramp this up all the way. You'll be able to see. If they didn't, they probably did this during testing of the game initially, because they were probably like, oh my gosh, I can't see where I am. Like, how do you see anything? But it's fun. And this is my main weapon, so I always do this one, cast frequency. But I mean, this is just insane, and it's hilarious. Sometimes I forget, while you're playing and you're dodging and you're trying to pick things out, you forget how chaotic it really is when you have the visual effects turned down. You just can't see anything. It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Multicast chance of blade storm by 48%. I'm gonna pick that. That's this giant swirling disc. It's so big it's covered up the whole freaking map now. That's a whole screen. So I'm gonna scoot these back down because it's just ridiculous. You can't see, and because I know I have things going on, I really don't care to see them at this point. I need to survive. So let me just dance around here, and I kind of get a pattern. Ooh, hey, you think you're gonna get me, huh? Cast frequency modifier by 10%. The cast. What was it? Multicast chance. It gives you a chance to cast any of your skills multiple times. So you could fire off magic missiles twice at the same time, as an example. So I'm trying to get that higher and higher gradually. If there's nothing else important, but here, legendary power. This is an increased damage modifiers of all your skill types of magical. So there's none. There's 1, 2, but it's going to increase it 50%, an additional 50%. Let's do it. It's legendary. But yeah, I am very addicted to this game. I've never been one in my past. I think I mentioned this on previous videos. I've never been one to have where you have to move and control the area, control the direction of your bullets or whatever you got going on. I just didn't want to have to focus on two things at the same time. But these kinds of games now, I just think they're hilarious. I think they're great. Increase the damage modifier. Holy fire. Let's get it. It's fun. Yeah, and so yeah, I've been having trouble sleeping lately. And so what I've got is my friend Justin got a Steam Deck. His wife bought him a Steam Deck, and I'm like, well, I don't want to. I already have Steam, and I've got a really nice computer, maximum health, and I've got a nice phone. I got the Galaxy Note S20 Plus Edge Green, Super Max, and I got a PS4 controller. Hey, get away! Let me shoot you from a distance. Boss number 3 down. Epic power, types of missile. I'll get back to my story. Missile, what's going to affect 1? Oh, that's my thing. My secondary. My 5th-iary. And my 6th-iary. Cool. That was boss 3. And so I thought, you know, I've got some high-tech stuff. I'm pretty sure I can get my PS4 controller that I got for Christmas to attach to my phone via Bluetooth. Sure enough, it does. Steam now has an app for Android. I don't know about... Oh, what's that? Expel a wave of light around you, dealing 9 or 6 damage, healing yourself? Let me think about that for a second. Back to my story. So you go to the Android the Google Play Store, as far as I know, because I have Android, and you can get the Epic Link app. And what it does is it will cast the games being played on your computer onto your phone. So I got a nice little attachment for my PS4 controller, and I stick my phone into it, so it's like a little mobile switch or a handheld unit, and I launch it, and then I can play this game in bed or on the couch, at work, on the beach, wherever I've got a Wi-Fi signal or data reception. And so it's super handy. So I've been having trouble sleeping, and so I was up till I've been up till 2 or 3 or 5 sometimes just playing this game, and so it's been so fun. It's, you know, it's kind of brain... You get a chance to relax, because once you get to a certain point, you're like, oh my gosh, I've got so much power. Okay, let's take a look at this. This expels a wave of light. It hits right into my holy area. Everything else, area. So I think this in conjunction, I usually don't change this late when I've got things up to like level 10 and stuff, but I've never seen this before. And I'm pretty sure I can do away with... It does 3,400 damage every 2 seconds. This fires 8 projectiles that move randomly, dealing 700. Let's replace this just for funsies. Now I've got my settings down, so I'm not actually going to see it, which is kind of a shame. But if it's going to heal me over time, look at that, 16 health. Oh yeah, I needed this. I like that. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here real quick, going on 12 minutes, to show the difference in video settings. You got to pay attention to it. I keep seeing this. And one of these days I'm going to do a playthrough where this increases your damage modifiers by 1%, but it subtracts your movement modifier. So it'll be stronger but slower. And usually it's 10% additional, and then it'll subtract 5% from your movement. But I don't know if I like that. So I've never done it, because I'm like, why would I want to go slower? I got to get away from this stuff. And sure, you can dash, but sometimes dashing doesn't really help all that much. So anyway, yeah, I am having an absolute blast with this. 3 lords down. You think you're gonna get me? You think you're gonna get me? Okay, I could increase my speed, which I don't only have swing modifier by 30%. Again, this is area modifier, which this is my giant circle of death. Don't really need that. But yeah, I've unlocked all of the characters that I can get for certain accomplishments, like every time, for a while, every time you finish a map, you've got this time up here, or this time alive. If you can beat, and I'm on cycle 2, anytime you beat, well, there's criteria. I think most of them are like under 12 minutes. If you can kill all 5 lords in under 12 minutes, you'll unlock another character, or a rune. And if you hit level 30 with a character, you can unlock them. So there's different criteria to unlock additional characters, and I think I've kind of gotten to a spot where I've gotten most of them that I can unlock that I know of. That's interesting. So I'm on cycle 2, endless mode cycle 2, enemy health, blah, blah, blah. So this tells me about the mode I'm in and the cycle I'm in. I think there's a reward if I beat cycle 2. I'll have to go back to it. So after this, go back to the main menu and take a look at things. Yeah, I'm just having an absolute blast. And in order to get some of those criteria, I joined the Discord for this game. It's been really helpful. I try not to, spoil too much because it's fun learning. That's right. I'm using magic missiles. But one of the things people were talking about, I guess there's a achievement or something if you can beat a whole 5 lords in under 8 minutes, and I'm like, is that even possible? One, and how would you even do that? Because I think the closest I've got was like 9.5 minutes. They're like, you just go pick a corner, you get a larger spawn. More spawning happens in the corners of the map. So I've been going lower left on all the maps that I go to, just for fun. What do we got here? Oh yeah. This is increase my damage modifier on exorcism, my new skill, by 30%. Even though I can't see it, I know it's working. Cause see, it's giving me health. Excuse me. So yeah, you just want to, in order to get, and I get tired of kind of waiting. And sometimes I get distracted too because I go into a map like, well, I've been trying to upgrade this character's, trying to buy the next weapon, 15% modifier. So far, what I've seen is each character has one default weapon, and then there's a blacksmith that you can, with the appropriate resources, purchase a new weapon. And so that's what I've been trying to do, is go through and collect all the resources for each character to get. Ouch, you hurt me. It's poisonous. He ain't gonna last long against my... Oh, it's alright, I'll get it back. Okay, so that was the bosses. Somehow that was 5. I thought had some more to go. So I could keep going and hit cycle 3 to the next one, but I need to take a break because I've been playing for a couple hours. What time is it? 6:50? Yeah, I've been playing since like 5. So stats. Cool. Let's go back. So here's who I've been playing, the Paladin. He's so cool. And the Paladins, see, they each have a default weapon, and then you have to, you can buy or have one crafted. I unlocked this guy. Cool. That's awesome. We're focused on him right now. I'm going to select him. Let's go to the blacksmith, and I finally have all of the items needed to craft this new hammer, the Harbinger of Justice. And so each map has different resources, and you can go grind them out and hit the rocks and stuff, and you collect them. So I finally got it. Let's get this. The Hammer of Justice throws a fast hammer, forward hitting enemies in a line and then coming back to your current position. Coolio. Reduces your maximum health, but it gives you plus 40 critical damage. And it costs 50,000. I've got 500,000. Nailed it. So then if I go back to my character, I can say, well, no, I want to use this hammer now. Cool. And I'm sure that we've unlocked some runes. We did. So the Paladin's up here. And we had unlocked this earlier, but now I've got another. You're guaranteed to be offered only skills that contain type holy the first time you are offered active skills. So the problem I have with this so far is I've got 5 slots, but these have a cost to them. So if I were to equip this, it's going to cost me 1, but I'm maxed out with my cash. So I'm going to have to remove one of these 2, cost 1, cost 1, cost 2. So this is 6, adds holy type of card would not have access to otherwise. And this gives me 6 swing types. So I was going to remove that one to add the other holy one and make this paladin the holy mother. And so to order the next one, unlock the next rune for the paladin, I have to get him to level 60. And he's currently level 30, so that just means just grind the crap out of him. Just go and grind. But this is, so the next time I play with the paladin so far, and I've got one more slot, so he's going to be get his bonus skill right out of the gate. I'm going to get 6 random active skills to choose from that are holy, and then the very first time I go through, they're all going to be holy. But I don't know what I want. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, because we know the character has currently, as I've selected them, Arcane, Fire, Electric, Holy, Swing, Thrust, Slam. So I have a lot of different skill types that this character will use. So if I wanted Slam, I could come in here to the runes. I wish the hover over again. I wish if there was like a tooltip that would show. I don't want to have to click on Pyromancer. Blast, Bomb, Electric, Sure-footed. So the ones in the middle are kind of neutral. So I got Sure-footed is a choice. It takes 15% less damage from all sources. And I'm hard to push, man. But it costs 2. All of your random target area effects are now targeted at your position instead. That's a really good one. So if you get a skill that's like lightning strikes randomly across the map, it'll now strike where you are instead of just randomly, which is kind of cool. So let's pick that one. And that maxes me out, so I'll have 5 different skills. But it's really cool to see all these different things that they've got. There's Slam. It would have cost me 2 to add that one. Well, that one. This one costs 1. You're guaranteed to offered only skills of the type Slam the first time you're offered. So anyway, there's a lot to do. So that one's pretty cool. So I unlocked, that one's a blast. So I unlocked this person. Let's select him. Well, I have the option to unlock him. I have to buy him. So we'll spend 5. We have enough. And we're going to select him. He's going to be interesting. Unique skills are locked, but he's Chaos, Nature, Fire, Shadow, Thrust, Bomb. Chaos, what's your main thing here? Thrust, Frontal, Physical. So if I go to runes for this character and I look for Thrust, well, I don't got it, but I can give him that one. Chaos, Controlled Chaos. All reveals that deal random amounts of damage. Damage will now be rolled twice, and the highest roll will be chosen. That's interesting. Let's give him that and that. We got one more. That costs 2. Projectile. It's 2. That was one of them, right? Nope. Still, I mean, it's nice that when you get to a certain point, you can kind of give them off to a new. Let's try them out. Well, first of all, let's go back. Character. You can't see what you need for. Or can you? Let's find out. Yeah, I have to hit him level 10 before I can unlock the materials needed for that individual. And I'm hoping that they've got this set up a really nice way so that each character has weapons. There's room here to add more weapons, right? Recipes for him. There's room for more. You can scroll these down eventually, right? So it'd be really interesting to see over time this thing just get better and better. Okay, so we selected our Legionnaire. He's going to thrust frontal physical. Let's just go to the normals. Curses are disabled. let's go try them out. And let's turn up our graphics. At first, you're not gonna be overwhelmed with stuff. All right, so you just gotta face the things to kill the things. And I'm wondering if I can unlock down here in the corner. If I can get this down under, I'm gonna ignore all that stuff. If I can beat this map with this character first time through in under 12 minutes, which is fine because I've only been recorded for 25, so you're along for the ride. So this is how you would kind of break in a new character. You know, it's got default stuff, and here we go. So now we're just gonna go add some health to him. Why not? None of that other stuff really looked good. Did I not pick? He's got a secondary. Thrust your shield forward, dealing 625 damage. And this is good to know. Damage is multiplied 1.9 times based on your armor. And then if we look over here, we should be able to see armor power is 145. And that's all I see that says armor. So it's good to know. So anytime we see armor power, we can increase that, and it'll increase the damage that we deal based on our armor and our skill. It's fun to come back to a beginning because it's kind of like, oh, this is so slow. Okay, so we've got 3 new choices. These are supposedly all hot picks for this character. We've got cluster bombs. You throw a singular bomb in front of you and it explodes into 20 smaller bombs, each dealing 128 times 20, or 188 times 20 is what, 2,000-ish? I'm rounding up. Right? 20 times 100? I'm sorry. Yes, I'm using my phone. 20 times 188, to get the math right. 3,670 damage out of the gate. That is impressive. In front of you. So, and then another one does lightning at a random enemy, causing... Oh, this is chain lightning. I've used it before. It's fine. Thunderclap's one of the all-time hits. Hit the ground in front of me, calling a thunder strike, dealing 13, and applying stun, and disoriented. So you do all kinds of stuff. My goal is so that when I hit, I don't care about adding any modifiers to the creatures. I want them to die. I just want them to die. Let's see it fire off here in a second. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. Fire off. You need to get that, those modifiers to add. Oh, shoot, what am I trying to think of? There's modifiers you can get to decrease that time that it happens. Okay. Your critical damage modifier. Let's grab that one. I'm not really interested in grabbing resources. I got stuff. I just want to get this thing to, first of all, get this map beat in under 12 minutes. Okay, so this can epic power increases the multicast chance for this by 48%. I like it. And it's epic. Let's do it. Yeah, it's going to be good. When you get those bosses, you can just kind of scoot back and then aim at them and let it go. Let it go. Okay, so here's another one. And we are type thrust, frontal, physical. This has physical and physical. So both of these would do well. Leave a permanent trap on the ground, explodes when enemy steps on it, causing $500 and $500. 500 damage and burn, which is another 500 damage over 8 seconds. Shadow spikes are summoned from the ground in a straight line forward, and enemy goes 280 playing damage doom. Well, this is faster, but this has more damage. I mean, I could still pick this. It's not out of the realm of... It's not that I have to pick one of these that align with my character. I just thought I'd try out something new. Calls down Thunderstrike, 16. Let's do that one. In your face. I've been going with these a lot lately. Just because it just adds more damage. Like I said, I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of having to... I'm noticing that it's taking multiple hits to kill things. And so I'm like, alright, well, let me try and solve that. Let me just increase the damage as much as possible. So when they hit the first time, they do as much, hopefully, kill all damage. I don't want to have to go. Okay, Minefield. This is new. I've never seen this one. For the next 6 seconds, leave a trail of permanent landmines behind you, each one dealing 188 damage and applying burn. It's physical, and that aligns with our character. Okay, we got that. This one is a quick strike in front of you, calling 100, 200 damage. Damage is multiplied based on your movement speed. That's interesting. I've never seen anything do that before. Where's movement speed? Movement speed modifier 15. It only modifies it 1.3 times your speed, and I never really get that up very high. So let's go with the Minefield Trail. For 6 seconds. Doop, 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 doop. There they are. Plopping them out. Laying my eggs. There's a modifier. There's a skill like that for fire that lays down fire trail. It's pretty cool. Okay. Yes. Increase the multicast chance of all skills of physical by 48%. And we're in this together. Kind of been building a physical build here. We're getting physical. Okay, come on. Let's go. Okay, let's get this magnet to increase money or experience. It feels like money. I'm spending it on stuff. Okay, here's where we go. This is the winner, I know, right out of the gate. So Bloodlust is interesting, but it doesn't really help me because I don't have any allies with me. There are some... One of the characters has 3 dogs. I'll get to that on another episode because that's frustrating as crap. It's fun, but it's like, what? And then there's another skill that you can give that summons like golems, lava golems. So this would be good for them, but it's 27 seconds. It only lasts 10 seconds. It just doesn't work. Explosive trap. Leave a permanent trap laying on the ground. We've talked about this. I don't like it. Can't go wrong with firing 10 bombs, doing 100 damage. That's 1,000. The math. And it's a bomb and it's physical. You can't go wrong with this because it's aimable. I've already got other aimable bombs, and so we're going to be just dealing some damage here. Look at that. Increase the area modifier of your cluster bombs. Yes, please. Now, I want to fill the map with all my bombs. Here's a good test. First test. Keeping my distance. Let's zip back out. I don't want to die right yet. Throwing off my bombs. Booyah. I took a hit. It's okay. Area modifier of Thunderstrike. Let's take that. So, yeah, it was a pretty quick kill, and I didn't even take any damage because you can see here I didn't take damage. So now we've got the early game first cycle, first map is really the time you want to start. If you want to change these, you change them now. But I'm comfortable with what we got, and so now we go into buffs. Increase the damage modifier for my minefield. Yeah. You had me at damage. Look at that. They're just laying all over the place. Okay, so here's where we kind of get into a walking pattern. And you just, stay in the corner and do the damage. Increase the area modifier of Thunderstrike by 20%, but this is going to give me more experience. Let's do that. Power, or damage, I should say. Let's do some more damage. Okay, so we've got 3 new things. This is physical. It's a shadow bolt. Fires 7 shadow projectiles. Piercing through enemies, causing doom. I've never been a fan of doom in these, like, once they get doom after 6 seconds, then this thing applies. I'm like, don't really care. Throw a bomb in front of me, pulling enemies in a large area towards its position, causing 283 numbers of damage. This has been fine, but it never really seems to do much. 286 in one shot every 3 seconds, but I've used it before and I've never really felt like it does much. Multicast. However, I highly encourage anybody to play this game. If you're into these kinds of games, this is this is definitely top notch. Okay, this is interesting. Thrust is my main weapon, so I'm going to increase the frequency in which that fires. Epic power from my minefield. Yeah. It's not epic power, it's epic. Here's legendary for my cluster bomb. Area of effect modifier for my shield bash. I'll take a look at that. It's hard to pass up legendary, but let me just take a look. Thrust your shield forward, so this would increase the area by 30%. I don't really care about area right now. When you have a legendary, it's hard to look at other things. When you have epic, it's hard to look at other things, but it's just burst. That's my cluster bombs, my bombs, and my bombs. Okay. Normally, when I'm playing by myself, I'll just kind of fly through these because you get to a point where you know what you want. Let's go health because it's uncommon. You just kind of get it's like anything. It's muscle memory. You're like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Let's just go. But yeah, for anyone thinking about trying out the Epic link on your phone, I would highly recommend it because it works very well. It works very well. The only time it's really kind of gotten blurred, I mean, it looks gorgeous. It looks outstanding. It functions absolutely like it's a handheld game. It's outstanding. So, yeah, if you like steaming on the go and don't want to buy a Steam Deck, and pros and cons to that, you don't want to buy a Steam Deck is definitely a good option. Now, that being said, it's not keyboard mouse. It's controller. I know a lot of people are like, I'm PC only. That's fine. You do you. Just saying, there's options. Area modifier for cluster bombs. There's options. If you can swing both ways, I have no problems playing controller games. I have no problems playing PC games. I play them both equally. So you do you. But yeah, it's been a blast. Like I said, Steam Link just works. It works so well. Well, and okay, let me clarify that. I have 5G unlimited data plan on my phone. I'm not trying to brag, but I have 5G unlimited data on my phone. We have 5G fiber optic wireless routers all over the house. We have fiber optic internet service, so I get a gig up and a gig down. So, I mean, there might be some limitations. Maybe I'm seeing it from a. All right, so here's the time. Oops. Well, we got to take the graphics back down. I know what's going on. I need to see myself, my pretty self. So I don't care what that is. Yeah, I need to pick up boss time. Might not make it there. Okay, I did. Oh, I barely got scratched. Okay. Yeah, I might be have a little skewed perception of. I don't know what this is for. Attack speed on thrust. I love seeing that shield. Boink. And it's cool too that even though you can't see them, you can see the circles where the bombs are going to land, which is nice. I really don't. Yeah, let's do some more area modifiers. That's fine. Send those bombs out. So yeah, like I said, I might be, but if you have all those things or some of it, you should be okay. I guess it also depends on the game. Alright, we are 6 minutes in. Just a little over halfway there. Hey guys. I do this too, I back up a lot, especially when I have like bombs and things that shoot. I'll just be like, oh, chase me, chase me. And then I destroy them. Man, I haven't done much. It's only level 3. But when you have epics, it's hard to pass them up. Yeah, I think this game has only been out for a couple of months. It's January 2023. I think this game has only been out for a couple of months. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to the future with this game. And I hope I don't get bored with it. It's fun. I'm sure I will. I'll probably get to a point where I've maxed everything out. Gotten everything. And then it's just like, it's too easy. Let's do magnet. I know. Aaron, you're an idiot. This is true. That has never not been an option. Me being an idiot. See, and then we're going back. There's the golems. Summon one chaos golem to fight for you every minute. Maximum of three minutes. They work. They're fine. They're fun. Shrapnel bombs are kind of fun too. But I don't need them. Every time I apply a stack of burn, there's a 50% chance of playing slow as well. I want to kill stuff the first time. I mean, it's not always possible, but dude, it's borderline harassment. Oh, there's balls. Come on, man. Alright, let's do that. Shield bash. If you get behind them, it's a much quicker experience. Much quicker. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing this game evolve over the future. I think that there's oh, look at all these resources. They're working on a spin-off game already. I think it's called Rogue Soulstone or Rogue Survivors or something like that. This is top-down isometric or whatever it's called. I can't rotate the camera. And I think the other game is more in line with a traditional RPG game, where you're closer to the camera's closer to the field of battle, and it feels a little more. I don't know what the word is for that. What do my words mean? I don't know. It's just it's more traditional gaming experience for RPGs. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But if it's anything like this, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you can check them out on Steam, and I don't even know who makes it. Whoever makes it, you guys did a bang-up job. There's no microtransactions. You pay, I think it was $10 for this game. It is just, here, go, play, have fun. Which is refreshing in today's world. There's so many games, there's like, really? Microtransactions? I gotta spend $5 this, or worse, get a subscription? Oh, come on. These spiders suck. Oops. I got boinked. Uncommon power for barrage. Alright, let's kill this guy. There he goes. I don't care how long it takes as long as I don't take a ton of damage, which I didn't really take hardly any because you can see I'm still at 264. Okay, so we've got one more cycle lord to beat. This is where I kind of got to go backwards. Excuse me. I really need some agile, some boots, a little bit faster. We're almost there. We've got 10 and 11 minutes. Should be good. Just gotta kind of zip around, get on the outside, and get everybody together. Get the bombs just killing everything. Let's take that one. I don't know why, just because it's sitting in front of my face. Scoot back. Sorry. I got 11 minutes. I might not make it this time. This might be close. But that's fine. I probably got 2 or 3 levels out of the guy. And it's fine. Sometimes you don't always get him right out of the gate. I probably picked the more inefficient skills. I don't know if we're gonna beat it. Crate 4 fiery orbs. Okay. Orb me up. Come on, come on, come on. We're almost there. Just a few more people. A few more to go. I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's alright. If he dies, he dies. $12.09. I wonder if that's gonna get it. Get my gem. And go back. I don't know if that's gonna do it. As I think a lot of them are like beat it in under 12 minutes. We'll find out. Let's go look. Okie dokie. I got level 1. I got level 2. I got level 3. And I got some 4. Details. That's hilarious. Thrust and minefield did the most damage. That's great. Okay, back to the menu. Let's go to runes. Do I see anything new here that I have not seen before? I don't. Maybe I do. No. Oh. What am I? The Legionnaire. Chaos Walker, Necromancer, Legionnaire. So these 3 here for Legionnaire. So here it is, complete. I was 9 seconds over the thing in order to unlock that rune. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. I got my skill tree mostly maxed out, and that just happens from going through it a million times. I really don't care about allowing to banish a power-up from it ever reappearing again. It seems kind of expensive. 5. So I gotta kill how many lords to do that? This one I haven't done either. Any attack that would kill you, restore your health 50% instead. It's kind of a nice little save. Reduce all damage taken. So, I mean, again, I've maxed all this up. I'm kind of hoping future versions will have more. Maybe there's something I'm missing. These are kind of fun to look at from time to time. So, so yeah, for this character, he's fun. I'm not complaining. So in order to lock this one, I'll need to complete 100% of the Overlord cycle 2 of Overlord mode. It's hard to say. This one will be available to purchase if I win a match with all curses up to tier 4. Enabled on the Whispering Grove. What? Here's the Whispering Grove. Enable curses. How do I level these up? I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never done this before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the curses. Definitely something to look at. I'll figure it out. This guy looks cool. Look at that sword. It doesn't even say what he is. It's just like, here. Check this out. Oh, Reaper. Death. Looks pretty cool. It's got the axe. This has got the horn. So anyway, a lot of fun stuff to do. I started this video initially just to show the difference between the graphics viewability. There you go, Tim. Have fun.